Certain that these are going to be the elements that mix together right, because as we saw, he had impact in Dust 2, he wasn't able to close out Dust 2. So those closing issues that we see from the Spirit side might become a bit of a factor, especially in their second halves and their weaker halves of this Inferno map. Again, it's very difficult to sort of weigh this one up here. Like, how do we come to a prediction and consensus on how we think this is going to go?
Yeah, well, I think we kind of have to go with our guts. Like, we both went double pony in the series, just knowing that these guys are a more structured team. They've played more together, where for Spirit, this is the first time we've actually seen this full 5 in account. And knowing that they weren't able to win out on their map pick at Dust 2, both teams winning each other's map picks, I think double pony have got the edge ever so slightly on the last one of Inferno.
Well, structure versus star power. Which one can win out? We have double pony going over from our perspective. Spirit will look to try and pull this one off in our third and final map of this best of 3 series to see who is going to move forward to take on Sprout in the upper bracket semi-finals. It's pistol round for double pony on the T-side star leading into brackets. Initially, they've got one player on this A side to deal with and one player pushed out of apps that might try find the flank positions.
Dexter aggressing down from mid. It's a great info play. The only problem is, Jay, it might be too late. It might already get set up for this brackets take, and then that backstab might just have the opportunity of dealing with that lurk. They've got to be careful with just how much pace can come through from brackets.
He's got to wrap all the way out towards the top of mid as well, so not even like he can flank him in towards second. Body making his moves up. Chopper spotting him. Can't get the kill shots, just damage being done to him and his backup here of Exercise. Afro almost getting close to the headshots, but none of them connect for Chopper. Body draws out Magics as well. 5 versus 3. Siren with one trade, only one trade. Afro trades him back, and it's A site completely open. Jocko's lurk can catch off Patsy, leave it all that backstabber of Dexter. 1v4.
Yeah, probably wondering, where is Dexter? Is he the apps player? Is he somewhere at B that we haven't seen? Because there's a lot of map control that's been gained here by double pony. Even got a player out for the coming corner that is going to get checked. Overall, though, Body's going to be able to multi-frag again. And what I like there for double pony is rather than just splitting up in long, getting into Arch and just going into B, they actually kind of like put emphasis towards library, try and get a couple of picks, slow down those rotations. Jocko opens up the B site and just wait for more mistakes to pull from that. Double pony and pistol rounds have been very impressive in the series.
That they have indeed. They have another good one to add to their tally. Force Team Spirit onto an early back foot. Pistols getting brought back in on the force buy round. The second round will see the 5.7s and Deagles. P250 in for Chopper. A scout out for Dexter. The headshots that he couldn't connect in the last map up. In this round, the first contact will not enable a decent tag.
Just prodding the way forward for Jocko, just jiggling up on towards a short and long side. This scout's going to start repositioning for Dexter, see if he can find some further impact, looking towards that brackets position, not quite being able to do anything onto Jocko, instead being put down to 49.
Couple decent efforts there from him, but as you mentioned, no tags. Tags against him, but not to the T-side line, all at 100 HP. Made attempts will try and do something here for the CTs, but just counteracted by double pony evading positions, seeing the shed shots. Patsy comes in with a quick peek ahead, and Body was not ready for him to be that aggressed here. Thought that was folks they would be able to check out that position. He gets some damage on towards Afro as well, but Train is involved 4v4.
And rather than putting the molly down again and kind of wasting more util, they just brute force the duel. They kind of wait for the angle to be exposed. From here on out, Spirit don't really have a massive amount of information on what's going on. Thinking about rotating Chopper back over towards this A site, and the scout from Dexter is just going to be playing B alone.
Utility on Incendiaries to push onto back of the pit position. Smokes on the bomb site itself. Chopper trying to lean forward. Support the Spirit side. 20 seconds. Pony have got to get a move on. Jocko with his kill. Finds a 5 versus 3. Siren going to get caught by Exercise. Magic's going to wait here towards the box corner. Get Afro. Grab an AK potentially to work with here. Stall against the bomb carrier. Lucky gets away with the kill and Jocko would finish off Dexter. So no bomb plant required. It'll be 2-0 start after double pony.
Yeah, what I like there from the Frenchman, Jay, is rather than just taking short side and just getting like the bomb down towards default and just hoping you don't get spammed, they actually just slow that whole round down. They start clearing out bomb site. They've got eyes on Moto to force out the rotation, and they keep their composure, even though when you look at the clock it is running quite low. They don't frantically mess around on the site and just panic. Instead, they make sure that they're keeping their own, they're establishing those crossfires, eliminate all of the players from Team Spirit, give themselves a second.
One pistol on Afro, because he knows he's going to be up against the pistols of the CT forces in this one. Not like he'll be required. Jocko and Afro got discovered. Khalil in for the kill back. Afro stole one in that exchange. A 3-0 to hold off for the double pony camp. And this rifle's now backing for Spirit, losing the pistol and conversions. Guns will feature M4s, no AWP. And Afro could buy one for the T side. He's got no rifle at the moment, and yes, he will commit.
Yeah, trying to see if he can continue up that impact for Spirit. Wonder what the setup will be into the first gun round. Do they try and go something quite aggressive, take map control into Banana, see if they can put some early prodding through? They're going to play 3 on A early round. Double Pony expecting some pace to come through with some of the counter utility. Afro trying to create a one-way with that smoke down onto his own molly.
One player at Keo here for Degster, boosted up. Crossfire is Siren, and one player in the apartments. They'll be watching out for any sort of long control that they could gain. It's Lucky that finds the opening pick out through the stack against Chopper. Smoke cleared out there towards the Banana position, so it enabled that kill to come in. Flash out for Lucky, going to enable the execution from Double Pony, spotting out Degster, doing a lot of damage towards him. Siren does get away with the frag back to a 4 versus 4. Degster gets overwhelmed. Siren will get forced back the same. One player out of Apps Magics will deal with Exercise. 3v3 situation. The T's are suppressed.
Yeah, even with the read and the util, they're not really able to bait a lot of those fights forward. And oh, this is a great sneak in the offensive. Lucky's been able to get to Arch. There is so much that can come of this. Stay around, stall, and split that bomb into B, but he loses the fight onto Siren.
That came out of nowhere. Adjustment for that M4. And the frag found as Afro tries to work back in with body towards the B site. Smokes down across, flashbang over, smoke set towards Coffin's the same. And Patsy sat back here, high HP with a flashbang from his teammate. Will lean in to try to catch the T side presence. Sees nothing as of right now. Body leaning in. AWP scope may have been heard. Patsy thinking of a swing back. Body crosses towards the Shire. On Molotov to try to drive him away from position. Body gets tagged up by the one CT player at cross. Now Patsy reveals his position. They should have all that they need to get the execution together, but they've got to get the kills themselves. Afro tagged up further. Finally, Siren falls. Patsy, all that remains, nade up. Still high HP, 30 HP for him. Body finally gets the shot, and New York gets naded back. 1v1. 16 HP versus 45, and Body's going for the kill back. He's going to engage, but Magics will win that fight. Get the triple, get the first for Spirit.
And that must have been some miscomms there, because I think they expected Magics to be more aggressive than what he actually was. The dunk down comes through from the HG. Afro must have not seen him. And then, of course, Body, rather than just getting the bomb down where he had all the safety in the world to do so, he gets off it. He tries to engage into that fight. And Magics just is not really that aggressive to go for that kind of an engagement. A steal round coming through from Spirit. Double Pony. It all just really came down to that long jaw. What a flick that was from Siren.
Jump face from Chopper, seeing one man, a Lucky already. Incendiary against him, flashbang keeps him blind. He tries to force ahead of that smoke, but ultimately pays for it with his life. Degster starting things off for Spirit again.
Opening man advantage just allows map control to come through from that Banana position, in which of that Double Pony now start the acceleration. The lurkout from Exercise needs to find some success in the apartments.
Smokes back at Arch. Degster watching for Jocko next. Swing in, shot does not connect. Jocko domes him. Chopper will try and bait him forward. Back might be turned towards the Arches, but Magics will catch off that frag. There's no further T-side presence on long. It's all on short and Apps. Afro swings. Magics gets caught. Siren gets checked, but he gets away with a kill. Afro drops in against him. He gets the double up, and Chopper desperately firing back. Afro makes it a triple. Exercise gets his single, and Double Pony get their fourth.
Yeah, that was an entire round that really comes through from dealing with the AWPer. You think to yourself, okay, they want to try and get players out from the apartments, out on short side. We need to be able to get Degster off, and just a wide swing from Jocko is able to achieve exactly that, baiting out the AWP, allowing that headshot to come through, combining in on the bomb side. Even with a couple of individuals down there at Mini Pit with eyes on, they still struggle to deal with that short side players getting up onto the hay cart, the elevation. 4-1 start on T side. Now, we've seen this before. It's the exact same score that Spirit had at the start of Nuke.
This time it's Double Pony that take the lead on that front. 3 rounds to the difference. There are USPs and a Deagle out for the Spirit squad. 5-7 all supported by Magics. So just these 2 upgrades. The CZ also joins the fray. That's it though. Just pistols versus the rifles. Should be a 5th for Double Pony.
Yeah, Afro and Jocko getting things started individually very quickly here on Inferno, which is some good signs. And Chopper yet to be able to get anything. And in a round like this, where you've got such a heavy stack on the A side, being able to encroach aggressive plays towards that boiler and brackets position may present a kill and potentially, Jay, a saved-in rifle.
Be the one thing that Spirit are looking for the most here. Get an AK out of this round. Perhaps he's boosted up with the USP, trying to look over the smoke towards Jocko. Does get caught with a bit of a spray. Not a kill, though, just the damage.
The problem is, they've opened up B, so they have the information of just bringing that bomb back over, and you don't need the apartment's lurk or the plan for brackets. You just work with the information you get. Spirit, they'll still give themselves a crack to see if any exit damage is going to come through. Overall, though, Jay, their best chance was really being able to get that stack in. Exercise may drop the M4A1S.
One extra rifle in terms of the CT side, though. They really wanted the AK. Exercise will back off in the end. The flashers suppress back at the apartments, try and walk forward the CZ to Siren. We'll give chase. Exercise. Try and rejoin his teammates again. Try to give as little as possible to Team Spirit.
Yeah, get what you get and you don't get upset. Maybe what Spirit are thinking about, even if it's the M4A1S, it's still a rifle, it's still an upgrade.
Still something. Fifth to the border, double pony. Spirit should have guns back in for them now. Lost bonus should have built up by this stage. Try 7 the Magics. Try to get that final exit in the end, not to happen, and indeed. Max lost bonus for the CT side. M4's coming in. Technical pause in before we get to this next round.
All right.
Patsy will commit towards the M4. Could have brought out the AWP, but opted against that.
Yeah, I wonder whether Spirit decide eventually to go double AWPs. I mean, when we look at Double Pony and how they played their city side of Dust 2, that was really a vital part of the success when you think about the buy state and the way that they were playing with the setups. Spirit are a team that Patsy can sort of secondary AWP help out. Did a little bit of it previously, but not a massive amount. Saw that one round from him on Dust 2. That was it on the city side. Spirit, though, would love to be able to put themselves back into a driving position, because I guess when you think about Nuke and Dust 2, there has been multiple portions where they were leading by the front, or at least they've got a lot of pressure on, where it feels like here on Inferno, things have been slow to start.
Yeah, much slower than usual. Still getting this idea of momentum now for the Spirit side. Obviously, came in swinging and fragging hard during that first map up. Second map, still going ham, but not quite able to get the finishing job. But now Double Pony are in full control for the third. Was it all just a slight honeymoon period for Spirit in the first couple of maps?
Well, I even think to myself, with this lineup, this is probably the perfect qualifier to actually kind of implement a couple of newer guys in the team, see what it fits, because you can only really get so much of a feel when it comes to the practice. It's more so the officials that you can get a gauge on, okay, this works, this doesn't, and going into next year, that rebuilding phase around the two individuals that are still part of the lineup of Magix and Dexter being the foundation to what is the rest to come. Of course, Chopper helping them out today, being the benched individual, and then Patsy and Siren over from Spirit Academy.
Again, all sorts of stand-ins for this side. Let's see where it goes. How Spirit contend with that. Again, so far so good for a team of 3 stand-ins. Where will they go as this match leads on? As they do find the 4-round deficit against them, the M4s are back in play as we get back to round 7. Small tech issue with the coach connections. We just get Maton back in for Double Pony. Nades up. Patsy spotted and sprayed through. Damage being done. He gets 2 kills through the smoke. And that is far better for Spirit now.
A couple of frags coming through, and no way that even a trade can come through. Afro's not aware of just how many individuals there are towards top banana. Instead, they stall it, flash them over the half wall to regain that map control. Spirit just get out of there so quickly. You take your fights, you get your advantages, and you don't hang around.
Get control and leave it at that. Double Pony. Trying to find some sort of pick back through the smoke and return some sort of damage here, but just shots ringing out with no information gained. Spirit not going to bite back. They're just going to wait.
A Double Pony have to commit with this. They don't know if a CT is pushed down mid, aggressed out in second. You just got to go. Go for that B side exit, and for Spirit, they're playing this so cautiously, Jay. No one is actually on B directly. They're all in spawn.
Good placement of the incendiaries at the very least, going to keep them suppressed as the smokes come down. Molotov's now coming for the full execution for Double Pony. Second wave of util. M4 on the flower pot, detected by Exercise. All important kill. That buys the way back in. Enough breathing to get the bomb down from here. Can they fend off the retake?
Clearing out the site, not seeing anything. Spams through this coffin smoke, might just be everything. Lucky is trying to see if he can get Afro aggressive.
Afro will think about it. Pushes so far as the coffins, but not towards the entrance to construction. Flash in for Chopper to lean out from the cross. Incendiary's back of Exercise. Lucky takes some damage. Siren gets that kill. Dexter gets clotheslined by Afro, and Lucky waits back at second, waiting for the peeks in. Reveals his angle as Afro goes falling. It's him in a 1 versus 3, and he can't hold on to it. Spirit with a successful retake get their second round.
Composed themselves there for Spirit. They've got themselves a 5v3. Okay, not a lot of success is being found straight away. Exercise checks those flower pots boost rather than just overlooking it. From there, though, just the numbers game's in your favor. Slow it down, use that util, drive the fights out to the open. Afro getting aggressive at coffins, only got one. They didn't really multi-frag at all. Unfortunately, none of the CTs were there to swing on that contact. They were more so in the cutout towards spawn instead than construction. Second round coming through from Spirit. They'd love more than that, though.
An attempt to do so. Incendiary's held. Passive positions taken by Double Pony in this mid-control. The two players out towards stairs will hunt for anyone that wants to take a swing from Spirit. Nobody will do so. Sprays up from body. And the wall bangs through the apartments, getting nothing out of it from the CT line of things. Jocko looks out towards Boiler, but sees nothing still. Spirit, again, so carefully placed on their CT side, not allowing anything to get picked up by the T's.
And noticing a trend for Double Pony that they're actually not interested in taking banana control early on. Very few circumstances have we actually seen them fighting for it. They normally put like a molly up to the half wall or a flash, but they're not actually getting men in behind logs and towards that position to really put emphasis on. Dexter up from brackets is hearing some of these footsteps from Jocko.
Body down to 19 HP. Jocko domes Dexter and gets the advantage at point blank. A lot of damage done to him, Afro and Body, though. Chopper's got an easy pick against the first man. Will blind spray, grab the AK. 4 versus 4 situation and getting dangerously close to Body. 1 bullet from falling on that AWP. Smoke will clear, and Chopper knows that AWP is set to position.
Yeah, Siren's still got a HE. If he places this right in the short position, if they start making their way up, it could still do mass damage. They're waiting for a reface. They've got this angle on lock.
Both sides are. Chopper finally gets shoulder baited and tagged up to 73. Afro dry face in against him, and he gets his pick and he goes down for it. Now Siren's going to take a directive engagement towards that short control. Magic's still watching. 10 seconds to the hit, though. Pat's going to find Lucky. He's backstabbed in towards this bracket's position. The entrance, spotting Body on the face away, and now they've got to rotate away and save the weapons. Or holding into the apartments. There's no time left for Double Pony. Too long on a setup, and Patsy just gets taken out by Exercise, getting a line back out and holding on to the weapons, but giving up the round.
Well, it's very smartly played from Spirit. So what they're doing there on long position as a prime example for Chopper is just not overswinging. Like, don't give an advantage back, even in just a straight duel. So because of that, it's just very stagnant for Double Pony. You don't really have that util. You're wasting time, you're waiting for the peak to come through for Chopper. It just doesn't happen. So Afro has to say, mate, I'm just going. Like, I've got to try and fight him if we really want to get into the bomb side. And as soon as he loses that, you just don't have that following up util to bring that recovery through. And eventually, running out of time, hold on to your weapons.
Can see it back. Third to the board of Spirit. Double Pony. A 5-1 lead. Very similar to how Spirit's 5-1 lead was equalized in the end. It could get equalized much earlier. And the Russian team. 3 AKs in for the Spirit side. 1 M4 for Patsy. A lot of firepower to play with him.
Yeah, Double Pony, knowing that they don't have the best of eyes here, you have to really think some bait setups are going to be coming through to set that AWP up. Some sound cues being made from Siren with the flash over the top from Boiler. The AWP is posted on the line, and Exercise is hoping to get a spam from the top of quad.
Just spraying through against them. And that 1 AK that they have saved in, of course, Hero, AWP, and AK. The upgrade pistols around it, the force invest around the 2 players that saved. The economy back to evens, but not find anything so far. 45 seconds. And Double Pony needs to start moving soon.
Yeah, Spirit is starting to bring that rotator back over from Chopper towards that B site. Flash over the top. A lot of pace here towards Banana.
Dexter with the AWP, locks on Jocko. Nade back to position, going to catch a couple players. A second nade on Lucky as well, tags him heavily. Easy pick for Dexter, 2 kills to his name. On for the triple. Doesn't get it. Body domes him, chopper lines up 2 to return anyway. And this Rico, the force buy gets picked apart, honestly. Pistols versus them all. The shots on from Patsy will connect to Afro, get that 5th denied. 4th round of the board of Team Spirit.
And that just kind of shows you, if you dry face an AWPer like a Dexter, you're going to struggle. It's not going to be easy to trade him out. And because of that, they lose 2 fights before they can even really think about a side take. Eventually, they close him towards that second orange's position. And then with that, Chopper swings out really wide towards that right-hand side, playing the off angle, spraying them down with the AK. Double pony on the force-up, Jay. Not finding enough success. They're going to have to eco going into round 10.
Yeah, eco basis, the Kevlar on Lucky only for double ponies. Spray through a Patsy again, blind past the smoke, doing damage. Chopper's nade will get the kill credited. Chopper doesn't follow suit on Jocko though, so the man going to work with the Afro at the edge of the smoke. He gets the deagle shot on Patsy next. A 4 versus 3. Double pony have the advantage and a couple of weapons they can play with. They can extend out far enough to grab that M4 in particular. Only 1 player in the back of the B site as well. Backup has got to get here.
It might not get here in time. Smoke going to go down a bit late. The AWP would have seen them crossing out, and Siren's just got to hold. Try and see if he can multi-frag, flash over the top. That's his first. Needs to see if he can find more. Dexter's actually helping him out with the 5-7. And for a moment there, that round looks entirely winnable for Double Pony with the advantages they gained. The issue was, Jay, no one was watching the CT smoke for the aggressive move for Dexter.
The 5-7 comes up good at the most unlikely positions, honestly. 5-5 to the board. Spirit holding on to that one just about. Double pony with their guns out for definitive this time. AKs, AWP. Rifles across the board for Spirit. 2 M4s in with 3 AK still being saved.
Now, Afro waiting for a jiggle, any kind of a wide extension towards that boiler or left-hand side of Bracket's position. Lucky, tanking that nade down to 63 and even thinking about getting aggressed on by Chopper.
Lucky with the kill found. The start in the round. Chopper's aggression is indeed punished. It's a 5-on-4 for the time being. In forward continues from the T side. Passive positions held by Spirit.
And now things quiet down. Magic's repositioning, thinking about an aggressive move. Siren's peeking with him.
2 AK swing. Incendiaries forced out. Smoke's back down. Magic's to hold down the crossfire alongside Dexter. Siren actually ahead of the curve. Exercise gets the trade together. And now Patsy joins the fray. Dexter moves closer. Flash in. Jocko catches the kill. Body can trade back on Dexter. Magic's can return fire. So it's all left on Body. And his backup Dancer as well. They will get their way into the B site. 2v1 up against Magic's.
He's got to back himself. There's so much money here for Spirit to work with. They can buy in the next round. Coming through from the banana position, he's got a kit, util, and he's got some Kevlar.
Plant secured. Retake on for the man. They'll try and push forward. Magic's Molotov into the coffin's position. Not to where Body's holding from. Lucky had the CT spawn. Shoulder bait attempted. Lucky not spotted. Still burst fire. Spots out that one man in the backside. Still can't connect anything though. Still can't get those kills in. Nade's back. Not do enough damage to get the kill itself. It doesn't even land as well. And with that, he knows he's out of it. Still can't get the kills. No time left on the clock. Double Pony defend the lead.
It's always like one of the most satisfying nades going through in the little peephole towards the top of New Box. Just doesn't even find that connection. Go back out, get the NWP. They're going to hunt him down. That is a very smart play for Lucky to think, okay, 1v2 position. He hasn't gone for it. What's he going for? Is he just going to save? No, he's probably going to go back in and gather that information that AWP got in towards Bracket. So we're going to beat him. We're going to be able to get all the way back out to CT Spawn, get to that area of the map before he does. So that AWP cannot get saved.
Double Pony defending their lead still. Spirit had their comeback moment. And the guns will remain in play despite the AWP falling at the very last hurdle. M4s, AWP out for Dexter. Nades on. Damage being done pretty heavily to Dexter as well. Triple nades. Body credited with the kill. Lucky credited with the assist. And now they swing together to try and look for Patsy next. Smokes down at the sandbag. Spotted out by Body. Looks for the kill. Doesn't quite get it. Jocko's there for the traders. Lucky gets Chopper as well. That'll be the B site open.
Yeah, as soon as you nade stack and then you hear another player with the sound cue that's out there towards the sandbags, you're done. You might be able to get away with one kill, but that's it. You're not going to be able to hold the defensive. There's just going to be too many T-side individuals swinging you at once. And Patsy, he does an all right job of at least getting one. Where's the backup, though, from Chopper? He doesn't find anything, and because of that, that B-side just gets rolled. Double Pony now starting to gather the momentum they found towards late in Dust 2.
And keep these guns for Magix and Siren. No real choice in the matter. They're going to go hunting. At least Jocko's going to go hunting here. Cash not in the ideal position for Double Pony, but if that one player falls, it won't make a massive amount of difference. Spotting out Magix. Backup will not be there in time. A pretty nice shot. The fight with 3 versus 2, but still not enough to win the round again. No chance, no time. 7-5, Double Pony extend their lead again, and the Spirit economy does not justify a force here.
I would have loved to have seen if that would have worked. So Magix gets the kill out in library, puts a HE right to the library door, and hopes that that AK is going to come all the way back to him towards mini pit. Didn't quite happen. The attempt was there. And the attempt of gaining more rounds is definitely here for Spirit, but it's not quite coming through. Being down by 2 and now up against the Eco, Double Pony, this should be an easier task for him.
Nade stacks again coming in towards this banana position. On the main entrance, flash forward, Lucky. Need to charge up with the AK. There's only pistols to defend. A P250 and a USP. A third pistol will join the fray as the 2 rifles remain in the apartments. Get picked up by Exercise. Siren there for the 1 trade back. And that should be enough in for the try push towards that B site here. Do Double Pony want to commit to that? Do they think it might be the stat they want to avoid? Slow walk their way up towards Banana as Lucky just continues putting bullets down range.
Yeah, you've got the time allocated. You might as well use it, especially when you're up against an eco, because like you mentioned, Jay, you don't want to be running into a stack. You don't want to have that misinformation. So just kind of prod with the util, get a smoke down towards CT, see if there's an overextension, if there's a way that Spirit want to try and put some pressure on, and kind of get a feel for the round. You've also got that lurk out from Body and second mid. He's probably waiting for that extension in from the boiler bedroom angle to recover that other weapon.
Oh, Jocko with a great headshot. Siren removed. And the other M4 recovered by Dexter is all the way back on the A site. So it's just left to Patsy and Chopper. USP and P250 to do everything here on this defensive. Double Pony make their moves in. Check Boost, check Patsy, check Chopper. Get all of them both. And Dexter, surely he just saves here.
Yeah, you would think so. There's not really much going to get gained. Maybe if there's an overextending T-side player into spawn and he can drop him and pick up an AK, then there's a slight upgrade than the M4A1S. Even Body starting to charge up from mid, so I have a feeling that they might start to sandwich him in.
Look out to the Apps position, try and hope that they can catch Dexter on the A side. I think it'll be a little bit too slow for Body to go with the sandwich. But the main T-side force could definitely force forward and probably get away with a 1-for-1 trade, and that actually would be justifiable. The economy can afford to take the hit. Lucky leaning in, damage done, gets away with the kill, so not even needing a trade there. 8-5, all rifles removed. Buy will still be in for Team Spirit though, so shouldn't make much of a difference for round 14.
And this is probably the expected outcome to an extent for Spirit, just knowing that their city side of Inferno typically has always been the weakest side for them, probably find more success in the second half. You still need to give yourself enough breathing room though, and reliability in a round like this in round 14 would love to be able to come through. You've got that AWP out for Dexter, everyone else is well equipped. There isn't a kit to play with though.
Siren to push forward, nades doing damage to Body, Lucky and Jocko. Afro passing the bomb back to his teammate to engage against Dexter, pick up the opener. Might be aware of Siren as well. Looking out to that bracket's entrance. Siren peaks and Afro gets that second pick in. Perfect patience from Double Pony and another 5v3 for them.
Now notice he sees the gun barrel, Jay. Rather than slow walking and looking at that player and pre-aiming straight away, he realizes that it's a bait and switch, that someone's holding his crossfire. So he peeks into the AWP first, rather than the M4A1S that's aggressed down mid.
Gets both the picks for it, but removing the switch. Fragging on the bait. Losing one player back over towards that B site here for Spirit rotations. They still have a bit of a stack in towards the A site. Regardless, it's going to be a difficult hold. Whether it be the straight commitment towards B. At that point, Spirit probably saved their rifles. Smokes on, flashes in. Double Pony still yet to commit.
This walk on B is going to be everything, because as soon as Lucky recognizes B side's open, rotate that bomb over. Don't even think about committing to the A side.
And Chopper will fall, and in the long term, this might actually end up being a bit of a better option for Spirit. They won't hold on to the round itself, but these two M4s to stay in for the next round will be enough to bolster up a much better buy. I mean, there is also that factor to consider. Exercise is sitting in the apartments, and I imagine that Jocko's going to join him to go for the hunt. It depends on timing. Double Pony will clear out all avenues on the B site. And these guys, they ain't moving.
Well, you're going into round 15. So you know to yourself, if we've got money in the reserve, we're going hunting. We're trying to take all these weapons out. And Exercise sees that first player in pit. That's information.
And that's all the T side now converging upon the CT remainers. Magix looking out towards the short control, checking apartments as well. Lucky taps up the head, gets Pats to the drop, and there's 1 M4 remaining. Gotta take the fights, win out that first one. Needing to get 3 more for the full-on ace. Bearing down upon him from the graveyard angle, his body. AK looks for the headshot, does lose his life for it. Magix is doing well defending himself. Jocko will also end up falling a quadra for the man. Ace time against the last player. Afro gets away with it. And yes, they do lose 4 in that one, but that's more than what they needed here. 9-5, rebuys on Spirit. Absolutely crippled.
Even for Double Pony, if they lost everyone, they were still going to have a perfect buy. So literally, it's like, just go. If we get extras, then it's great. It's going to benefit us going long-term into round 15. Because for Spirit, would have been great to hold on to a couple of rifles. It could have made a difference. Now we've got the M4A1S, a couple of FAMASas, a 5.7, and an MP9. And for Spirit, advantages are everything in a round like this. And the buy, it's definitely not one of them.
3 nades stacked up by the CT to return the favor to Double Pony. They put triple nades up towards the top of Manana so many times. Return the same towards the T side. Half could be a decent pickup to start off the round. It doesn't work out for them, and neither does Dexter's trade. A 4-on-4 as body does fall, but Jocko turns it around. Siren and Magix. Magix overwhelmed. Siren alone on this A side. Backup is quick to try and respond here, but Siren's got to get at least 1 or 2 kills. Holds on against Jocko. Gets damage on Lucky. No more than that.
And not the best of motor smokes coming through for Double Pony, but they've got so much intent on the site that Team Spirit can't really go through it. They're going to have to attempt it, and another resmoke has already come down.
Oh, the blind shot from Afro as well. We're hearing the ding. Patsy comes up with 2 picks, though. 1-on-1, low HP against Afro, but he still lands his shot to make it double digits for Double Pony going into the CT side.
Like standing in the sun, you really feel the heat. I break a sweat just like every time we meet. That girl is blazing hot. She's burning up the spot. She's tearing up.
Dexter may have been one of the top performers in Map 1 and Map 2, but Map 3, Jay, the struggles are coming through. 7 kills and 13 deaths. Double Pony, the atmosphere that they're bringing towards the team got them towards 10-5, and with this pistol, they could accelerate themselves even further.
Doing so much great work on that T half. Now to the CT side, where it could get even better for them. Taps to the USPs. Afro looking for the shots on. Pick up the opening start for his team if possible. Dexter, that low frag you mentioned, does find a pick this time. Draws first blood of the half.
And that's only one of the A players now dealt with. So that means for Exercise, pressure's going to be mounting on him. And Patsy's waiting for the B players to start overextending, getting pulled away because they feel as if it's an A site play. They get domed in. Exercise, it's all down to him, really.
Body going to try to take for backup if at all possible. His teammate in the sight, suppressed and surrounded. Siren gets his kill, and Body in the 1 versus 5. Chopper will get the plant. It will be Spirit with his pistol round, and definitely a good change of pace by comparison to that last half.
Yeah, the cutting of the rotates in logs was pretty much just the damage dealer right there for Spirit. Getting more picks in, allowing Double Pony to just over-rotate completely. Magic's getting aggressive onto Body. No one falling at all. That is a round fueled with confidence. And for Spirit, that's exactly probably the Kickstarter that they're looking for to get into their second half and start clawing back this comeback in.
It's a good start for now. Will it continue down that route? Will there be responsive rounds? Will we see another 5-1 start to equalize? Can Double Pony maintain control of this conversion? And that could be enough to turn the tie back into their favor. The same. A lot of questions to answer here for round 17. Afro takes the scout in. Gonna answer to the first contact, sees Dexter, does not connect the headshot on that scout. He goes falling for it. The AK starts things off again, but it's lucky with the dome shot to drop the bomb carrier of Magic, drop the bomb in the open. Backup will arrive quickly as a result of that. Exercise takes his own shot to the Deagle up on the balcony. Fast plays in from Spirit, stalled for a second by Smokes. Molotovs trying to drive them away. Flashes in. Lucky gets another good kill with the Deagle. Looking for Patsy next. Unable to make it a triple, but Jocko can do. 2v2 for him and Body. Bomb on a site will get planted, and sure do they go for this.
Yeah, Jocko's one of the best Deagle players that Double Pony have, and finally fighting Impact into now this 2v2. You're right about it, Jay. You gotta go, but Siren deals the Body, and now Jocko's gonna have to stand up by himself.
1 versus 2. Caught out ahead of the smoke. Kill found by Dexter. And the follow-up round is converted by Team Spirit. Damage has been done, though, so it's not going to be the most cleanest of rounds, and it might force the issue back for the next one. See some awkward economy game with the MAC-10 being brought down by Chopper to recover a little bit of it. Of course, it will be eco for Double Pony, so that's a correct investment to make. 3 rounds the difference. Double Pony will just concede this next one before getting to the guns and trying to expand their lead.
Yeah, Spirit with a couple of MAC-10s in for Patsy and Chopper can start really elevating themselves into a round where you know you're up against basic pistols, not many upgrades at all. Try just see if you can overload it completely.
Exercise, 1 pick found in the eco round. Lucky with a follow-up. Patsy with 2 MAC-10 frags. Trying to make it a triple. Falls away against Jocko. The Glock versus him. And should be able to pick up those AKs here. Just that 1 AK being picked up by him. 3 of them staying in play. 3 of them were brought into play. It's 10-8 now. Double Pony. Guns come out.
Yeah, even for Spirit, it's been a little while since we've seen them play their last official, about a month ago before today. So having a look at their Inferno track record, there has been some one-sided performances when it comes to the losses. 4 rounds against Fnatic, 7 against VP, 2 against FPX. And definitely some ones where momentum being built by the competition had gotten to them the most. Jocko trying to see if he could put it matters into his own hands. So aggressive down towards second mid. He's still alive here, Jay. Look at us see if he can fight again. My goodness, I can't believe he's still alive.
Alive with as much HP as he has, by the way. 66. No trades found by Spirit, even though they probably should have done. And 2-man advantage sets in for Double Pony. The slowness, the pacing stops entirely for Team Spirit.
It's just such an unorthodox play, because typically when we see something aggressive, it's like, oh, you molly down from the bottom of mid, maybe you get a flash over the top when you peek out into second. It was just so dry, and it was so unexpected. The off angle now being held by Jocko again. He could find another pick, and he does with the bomb being dropped. Oh, he even does further damage onto Dexter. What a round this has been by him.
Yeah, 4-on-2 scenario, Double Pony holding their own. Spirit trying to creep forward into the short control, try get back into the A site, drive away the likes of Lucky and Body. Body might be the easy pick, Lucky lesser so. 41 HP for the M4, footsteps being heard. Lucky ducks out of dodge. Patsy gets away with a kill. 2 can line up for Body. And the bait and switch does work out well. The Double Pony to secure the round, starting things off on their CT side.
And that was all Jocko. The aggressive maneuver to come down towards mid, into second, continue doing damage, get out of there. And then, of course, rather than just playing real deep in the bomb site, play the 5v3, he's still holding the aggressive sightline in from Arch, gathering information, spotting that bomb, doing further damage, finding a 3rd pick, getting Dexter down to 29. And Team Spirit, even the buy for them on the buy back, Jay, it's not all that pretty.
Tech 9 for Chopper. AKs will come out for the majority of the players here, so Chopper might pick up one of the AKs that get dropped in the opening engagement if one does go down. Afro. Orp set in against 2 players, potentially sees the first, spots the second, gets the kill against only one of them, almost lines up 2 more. A 3rd pick in for Afro at post-quarters combat. Does get forced away by Patsy at least, and exercises 2 angles to deal with. Deals with 1 and the second. No problems whatsoever.
Oh, that was top form coming through for Exercise. Now just trying to stall for time. Dexter hoping to isolate a couple of these individual fights, but even getting down and getting the bomb planted is going to be a difficult one.
Got to recover the bomb as well. Dropped in that awkward sort of state up on the haystack. And 3 players rotating now into the backstab as well for Jocko. Sorry to deal with Dexter. He has no idea he's inbound. Kill not found. He gets into harder cover and does force out a fight, so doesn't quite win it himself. Doesn't get engaged upon by Body on the site itself. Spray back. Kill found. 12 rounds now up for the CTs, extending their lead back to 4 once again. Spirit with no economy should go for the eco. Double Pony can make it 13-8. make that 5-round deficit happen again.
That whole round comes through for Afro making a play in from the apartments. They don't peek together. They don't flash him off. He's able to multi-frag. What really impressed me, though, was actually Exercise's play. Rather than being drawn with the attention in from brackets, he's able to give himself some cover behind the pillar angle at quad, look up to the apartments, and then look back into brackets and find a couple, and that pretty much secures the round from there.
Incendiary is on with the smokes. CTs will drive their way forward, spray through, do damage to Chopper and Dexter. Native Lucky dunks on them both. Patsy gets away with one pick, only that one pick. Lucky with a triple. This round goes bad as well as it should do for Spirit.
And then you start thinking to yourself, right, what happened on Dust 2? When there were so many winnable rounds that didn't come through, you lose at 14-16. You've lost your edge of that 2-0 to close it out, and now you go into a third map. You don't really get started that comfortably on the first half. You come into the second, you're not really able to find much at all after sort of really the start. You lose pistol, you lose the anti-eco, you lose the rifle round, and then it just keeps going. This streak is just really turning into something special for Double Pony.
Spirit, when you thought they were going to get on the comeback as well, didn't quite work out like that. Flashes forward, body with the nades, coming up towards that top mid position. The flashes to return to the CT forces. We'll keep them at bay as Magix and Siren start walking into the apartments together.
Yeah, so this must be 8 on the trot to come through for Double Pony. Really trying to see if they can get their way back in. Patsy just trying to spam through that banana position. Hope that anyone for Double Pony is just aggressing forward. Magic's coming through from the apartments position, finally making some noise. 4 on 8. This is already a good read for Double Pony in the early portion of the round.
Hearing a lot of footsteps here in the apartments. Smokes up. Contact positions held. The flash forward. Jocko struggles to get away with the double. Only gets the single. Chopper to fall anyway. "40 seconds. Smokes up to Moto and towards Long. Will try to protect their way into the short execution. The crossfire from Lucky and Exercise. Exercise in a pit. Lucky on site. Incendiary down. Will suppress for even longer. 25 seconds to the clock here. The T's might get caught off. Jocko with the blind sprays doing damage to Patsy. Sets it up wonderfully for Exercise and Lucky, but Exercise falls first. Patsy on site. Players in pit. Caught off with the first. Patsy up on the box and Lucky reads it. Gets that kill. Try to transfer to Siren. Gets it in the end. And that should be round here. Takes the too much pressure against him. Lucky makes it a quadra. And it's 14 rounds for Double Pony now. 2 to go to the win. Spirit are on their knees.
Oh, what an absolute classing moment there coming through from Lucky. Holding his own, pressure around him, left, right, strafing on the bomb site and denying that bomb from going down, doing further damage. And for Spirit, you're running out of room here. You're going Hero AK onto Dexter, going into round 23. You've got some upgraded pistols around it, some util too. All in all, though, it's not much bringing to the table. This could be 15 up for Double Pony and then just one more for the victory.
We're going to buy from Spirit as well. Pretty heavy investment with the Tech 9s and P250s. Chopper less than $1,000. Dexter on 50 with the Hero AK that gets removed by Exercise at an instant in the apartments. Falling back, looking for Magix as well. Double up for the man. A 5v3 for Double Pony again.
Well, this hasn't gone well. Already, the start in, Magic's Dexter falling, Spirit looking for a recovery in, sequence again from Exercise. And he's one of those guys, Jay, where he might not always put up the massive numbers, but he's definitely an impact player. And when you need him to step up, for him to multi-frag in a certain role, when it comes late into the game, often he does so. And right here, yeah, it's not going to win you the entire game, but it's going to get those building blocks up to 15 and then across to 16. At least they recover the AK, take it in the hands of Chopper.
He needs to find impact with it, though. 50 seconds. He is the first player to lean out of that boiler control. Exercise and Lucky on the site defensive. Got AWP sets on the long defensive in at the library. Face upon. Sees 2. Catches 1. Not aware of the third man. He is now. Patsy trades it. 4v2 though for Spirit. They've already lost all sorts of control. Double Pony. I think a wraparound to come forward for the B-site anchor. Siren grabs that AWP instead and leans in with the other rifle. Can't catch Lucky on the site. Sees him now. Incendiary should force him out into the opening. Repositions. Patsy gets that kill. Lucky trades it back. One now left in Siren the orb. Desperate for a frag. 10 seconds to his name. Tech 9 pulled out. And Lucky says, no chance today, my son. 15 of the board. Map and match point for Double Pony.
That's another high-impact round coming away from Lucky. We saw it previously. We then just saw it again. Holds at AWP, pass it back over to a teammate of Afro, and this is where you close. Don't even allow Team Spirit to add a couple more rounds to the tally on their T side. Get themselves more than just 3. Close it here. Double Pony have been all over them. When we think about how competitive the second map of the series was, Jay.
Yeah, 15-8. Nades and Incendiary set. 7 rounds of difference. Spirit, a lot of work to do to bring us back, and already Patsy's been caught off. Siren's been tagged. Advantage Double Pony, and I think the end is near.
I don't think they expected that at all. Afro hasn't been doing a lot of AWPing over towards the P site. They change it up. They had that variation, knowing that Siren's down to 20 points of health too. And Spirit, they've got the banana control. They need a pick back. They're desperate for a man to open up some space.
Dexter watches smokes go down. Sprays through from Chopper. Jocko. Turn it away. Magix. In out of position. Hearing those footsteps. But knows that they've rotated back. It doesn't force any sort of rotation back for Double Pony. It's just these 2 players on the B-site contact. Continuous sprays from Body come in.
And this Incendiary could come down out to the grill position right in front of the top banana and try and see if they can stall. Spirit don't really have the nades to work with for a double pump, so once they put their util forward, Jay, they have to commit.
Fire at the ready for Body. Puts it ahead of the site. Flashbang forward. Magix could get caught by it. A face back from Jocko. Loses his life. A 4-on-4. Wraparounds and backstabs in particular. Inbound from the banana control. No one's watching it. Siren's a dead man. He's a dead man walking. Lucky capitalizes. Looks for Dexter. Next gets the double up. Looking for the triple and the quadra. Bonnie and Afro get those 2 kills instead. And it's Double Pony to secure 16. The 3rd map in the best of 3 series. And move forward to the upper bracket semi-finals.
Double Pony really coming through when it matters the most there, Jay. And it just felt as if, really, for Spirit, not having the fuel right towards the end. I'm surprised it wasn't more competitive. The Frenchmen coming into their own, playing tactical Counter-Strike, and delivering with some important rounds there in the second half.
And ultimately, it was the structure and the tactics of the